How's it going, people? Darksynth here, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the most broken characters in MKX's history. Um, I'm sure a lot of you know this already, but those of you who don't know, pre-patch MKX Alien was one of the most stupidest characters in the game, and I'm going to go over why she was. So, just her base kit is very stupid because it revolves around constant 50/50s, and I'll show you what I mean. So, the 1-2 string, which is jab, so 1-2 is a high-low, and she has special moves that she can mix up with her strings, and those are her tail flip, which is back forward 4, and down back 3, which is her low. So keep those in mind. Down back 3 is 14 frames. Back forward 4 is 21 or 20 frames. So just keep those numbers in mind with those moves. Now, if we mix those up with the 1-2 jab, we can go high-low. So we can do low, pretty much low overhead or low, or we can just commit to the string, which is safe. Pretty sure it's -3 on block, but she also has other ways she can be safe using the acid spit. Just off that one string alone, just the 1-2, you can get dumb 50/50s on. But what the best idea to do is, instead of committing to 1-2, is to just go into tail flip, because high enough level players will see, oh, a jab's coming, so they gotta be following up with 2, right? Nope. So you just go into tail flip and you get a full combo. So if we set the dummy to stance and then duck, you see they're ducking, 1 overhead, and then you can just go for a combo. That whiffed because I wasn't close enough, but that's not the only string though. So she has forward 4, which is an overhead. I think this is around 18 frames. But again, she can go into safe stuff like her acid spit, which is down back 2, or her acid fling, I guess you can call. This is spit, which is down back 4, and it's stupid safe, and it leaves a puddle of acid on the floor, if you can tell, deteriorating the opponent's health. So she can do down back 4 into something safe, or she can go into a 50/50, whether that be overhead low, or again, just something safe. And then she has back 3/4, which is low. So again, you can just low overhead. You get the point by this moment. But so her main string I wanted to talk about that I forgot to was forward 1-3-4. So this is a mid-low string. Keep in mind the last string is the last hit is a low. So she can commit to the string and then go for something safe if she thinks they're gonna block it, or she can just go forward 1-3 and do an overhead, since again the final button of the forward 1-3-4 is a low, so she can go overhead, she can go low, and it's just a complete guessing game for the opponent if you're playing against Alien. So it's not fun. It wasn't fun. And to go back before the patch of MKXL, I want to cover some of the frame data that some of these moves had. So pre-patch, down back 4, still a really good move, and it restands. As you can see, it restands. So imagine being in the corner, and yeah, just being in the corner against Alien is another not fun thing you want to do. So just playing against this character sucks. I have nothing more to say. But down forward 1. I don't know why I want to keep saying forward 4, but forward 1-3. She has a lot of mix-ups and just a lot of safe pressure she can go into. This is kind of safe, even though it's -8. it spaces her out a little bit, so she can possibly even take your turn back with a down 1, because the frame data and the block stun in MKX was really finicky and just weird. But they kind of got better with that in MK11, but that's another topic. But yeah, she just has this really dumb, really good mid-string that can go into many 50-50s, including just committing to the low, which you can just go into that. If you're not sure it's going to hit, if you think they're going to block the final hit, you can just go into down back 4, mid-screen, and you'll be alright. If you do convert, this is what can happen. So it's not much, but there's definitely other routes you can go. This is the bread and butter one most Alien players used, and when I say most Alien players, I mean Sonic Fox. But she has many routes she can use to apply acid, and that was her main goal. Again, I totally forgot to talk about the frame data for this move, but on hit it was plus 11 for the regular version, and then on EX it was plus 48, which is just ridiculous and unnecessary. So imagine you're just in the corner against Alien and you get comboed. Now you're in the corner with acid on the ground and no way out. And guess what? If you try jumping out, Alien can just jump back and air to air you. Continue it. If Alien thinks you're gonna jump out of the corner, they can just up 3 you and then convert. And then continue the pressure. But yeah, this character was just stupidly broken. Restands that were plus 11 and plus 48 for the regular version and then the enhanced version respectively. If I can do the EX. Anyway, but yeah, that was the whole game plan, was for Alien to get you in the corner and just get as much acid pressure on you as possible. And just the amount of mix-ups that she had to her arsenal with the forward 4 into the tail flip into the low, 1-2 into overhead, stand 1, which I talked about. You can just go, instead of going into the low, you just go stand jab overhead, and then back 3 is a really good button for mid-range. So if you can poke them with that, you can probably go into an overhead, but be careful, that could be blocked because they can fuzzy it. This is like the tail grab is like 13 or 14 frames, so if they just block low for a few frames and then block standing, they can probably duck that. But yeah, it was just really hard to block Alien's mix-up, and if you did happen to get restood and then say they block my pressure, I can just go into this, and then since this was armored, I could just take my turn back. So I restood them, continued my pressure, they block all that, and then I think they're gonna take their pressure back. I can just use this and armor through it. But and it launches obviously, so you can just keep looping the acid and just delete their health bar. Down 4 is a really good poke and has really good range, and if it hits the opponent, it hits them with the poison. As you can see, it does 0.10% damage per tick. So she can combine it with stuff like that. Even on block, that's safe. So it's just checking the opponent, and then if they don't block that, they're just getting hit with acid all day, and it's just gonna chip away at their health. But yeah, that's just a little history lesson on why Acidic Alien was very fucking broken and absurd in MKX pre-patch XL. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, as it helps the video with the algorithm. And if you enjoy my fighting game content in any sort of way, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as I cover Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. And once the new games drop of all three of those titles, I will be going crazy with content, with news, guides, character guides, matchup tips, all the above. So if you want to get better and improve at fighting games and just learn more, definitely subscribe to this channel, because I like helping people. But that's enough of this outro rant. You guys have a good day. Dark Synth out. Peace.